What's up guys, MegaDPAL here bringing you Black 2 White 2 OU Battle versus a good friend of mine, pkdj. I'm just using a sand team and pkdj is using a team with some threats. He's got that scissor, he's got that Breloom. Holy shit, went black, I thought I was just about to play. And basically looking at his team, the best thing to lead out with would be probably a Latias. But I am actually just going to lead out of Rotom because yeah, he might predict that and leave with the scissor. So also this team isn't mine, it was gated by XCK Smooth, so shout out to him for that. So I'm just going to lead out of my Rotom. Like I said, as he leads out with the scissor, but basically he's just going to hard switch straight out, go into his Breloom just to scout if I'm either Spec, Scarf or anything like that. I know he's not going to want to take Hydro Pump to the face with his scissor, so I'm just going to go for that Volt switch, predicting switch. It brings in this Breloom. I'm just going to send out my Latias. I'm just going to go straight for the side shot because I have no reason not to, as he brings in this chance here, which is going to be a main check for my Latias. It does a decent amount, I guess, but yeah, here I'm just going to switch, go into my Tyranitar, basically just to scout out if he wants to go for that Toxic or whatever he might be carrying, and basically just get up my sand in there so I can use this to get on my rocks next turn. So here he actually goes that Soft Boil, predicting the switch, pretty nice. I know he's not going to stay in, so I'm just going to use this time to get on my rocks. The Breloom switch was extremely obvious. I very nearly went for that Fire Blast just because I wanted to get this threat out of the way, but I thought rocks would be more beneficial in the long run, and I have enough stuff to deal with this Breloom, so that's fine. Here I know he's not going to go for that Mach Punch, he's most likely going to go for the Spore, predicting the Latias switch, so I'm just going to leave my Tyranitar in just as a sleep fodder. Now I'm going to go into my Latias because the best thing I have to take on this thing is actually reveals that he has a Drain Punch, which is interesting, but it does mean he's not carrying that Mach Punch because most likely got the Spore, Drain Punch, SD and Grass Move as his preference. So yeah, here I'm just going to go straight for that Draco Meteor this turn, because I thought he might want to go into the Slowbro to take the side shot. That's the reason why I didn't double into Terrakion, so I'd just go straight for that Draco. Once again, it does a decent amount to that chance here, to say it's the chances. So yeah, here I'm after all the afterturn effects, I'm going to go for that Recover because I'm going to want my Latias and decent HP throughout this battle. Because I believe he also just goes that Softball. It was obvious. I mean, I had no reason to switch when I want my Latias at full HP, so I don't really care about this thing getting its HP up because hopefully I can wither it down, and I do still have my Terrakion for this hopefully later. So here I'm going to go into my Scizor just basically because I thought he'd just go straight for that Toxic, which he does go for, which is pretty interesting. Now I know he's going to switch, not want to take Super Power, anything like that, so what I'm going to do is go straight for that U-turn. As it brings in this Landorus, pretty good switch because if I did go for that U-turn, the Super Power resist that. If I go for the U-turn, it resists that, so it's fine by him. But I do get a switch initiative, so I'm going to bring in my Latias. And here, I'm going to double switch into my Terrakion, predicting to go into that chance there. But here makes it extremely risky play, extremely good play. Goes that Rock Polish, predicting that. I mean, I could have just gone straight for a Draco and drop this thing, but yeah, fine by him. Well, pretty good play by him. So here I'm going to switch into my Rotom and just take a Earth Power, as it predicts that goes straight for that Focus Blast. And on Special Defensive Rotom, that looks to be a solid 2-hit KO. I'm not too sure min-max damage coming into play here, but basically I'm just going to leave this thing in, hope to survive and hope he misses and go for Hydro, but it doesn't, and he's just going to take out my Rotom. But that's not too bad for me because I do still have my Scizor. Here I'm going to have to go straight for that Bullet Punch, as it brings in his own Scizor just to take that, which is fine by me. And I do a decent amount to this Scizor, I guess. Pretty good. Here I'm just going to stay in, go for that Bullet Punch once again, get a bit more damage on because I know he's most likely going to go for the U-turn, expecting me to switch. And basically the Scizor's best thing I had to take that, so I'm just going to leave it in as it does U-turn. But it will give him the switch initiative. It brings in his Slowbro, knowing that I'm locked into the bullet, into the BP. So yeah, I'm going to switch on out into my Latias, actually, predicting him to, well, basically the main best switch I have for this Slowbro would be my Tyranitar, but I kind of thought he might predict that and go into his Breloom, which he does go for, so I double into my Latias, which was real nice for me, because I know he's not going to want to stay in. Here, I thought he might stay in and Drain Punch, expecting me to double into the Tracheon again, so I'm just going to stay in, drop the Draco. I have no reason to, as he brings in this chance here. So yeah, it does a decent amount to his thing again, which is pretty good. I'm pretty sure this turn I'm going to, I believe I go into my Tracheon, just to predicting the soft boil. Actually, I mean, yeah, I go into my Tracheon, predicting him to want to heal up. He actually goes straight for Seismic Toss, probably predicting that. I mean, that's fine by me. I don't really care. He should have just soft boiled up really. So basically, I'm just gonna go straight for that Stone Edge, predicting to want to switch out into this thing, the slow bro. Once again, it does a decent amount, but looking at that damage, doesn't seem to be a tweak KO. I didn't want to play around with minimax damage again, so what I'm going to do is going to switch, go into my Tyranitar this turn, just to either take... No, I'm getting too ahead of myself here. I thought he might go into that Breloom once again, predicting the Tyranitar switch, which I very nearly switched into, but yeah, he doubles into this thing once again, so I'm just going to go straight for the Draco again, I'm presuming. I mean, I have no reason to. That chance of getting pretty weak on health. No, here I recover, predicting switch. That's right, okay. Here I'm just going to go for that recover, predicting switch out into the Chancer. But he actually predicts me to recover and goes into this threat, this Victina. So pretty nice move on his part. Basically, I can live a U-turn, but I mean, I don't want to take a U-turn, so I'm just going to go into my Tyranitar. It's the best thing I have to take a hit from this thing. It does U-turn. Take that reasonably well, I guess. But it does give him the switch initiative. I believe he goes out into his slow bro. No, he goes out into his scissor. Man, I should probably watch this throw. In fact, I have just watched this throw, so... yeah, so that's perfectly fine. I know he's most likely not going to go for that bullet punch because there's no reason to. And just in case he wanted to go for superpower, predicting my scissor switch, I'm just going to bring in my Landorus. So he does U-turn, keeps up the momentum and all that fun shit. I believe he's going to go into his Breloom now. Here, I kind of thought the hidden power ice would kill from this range, just from past experience. It does kill, I believe, but as you can see, Life Orb, modest, super effective, hidden power ice doesn't kill, so must be running some special defense investments in this thing. As he goes to C-Bomb, thankfully my Landorus lives, which is pretty nice. And now here, I'm gonna go for that Rock Polish, predicting switch. Kinda didn't think he'd bring in his chance there because after the rocks and sandstone damage, this thing's most likely not going to be able to take a Earth Power. So I thought he'd go into that Victina, and if he did go into that Victina after Rock Polish, we'll be able to outspeed. If he doesn't, it brings in this thing. I'm just going to go for Earth Power, knowing that it'll take it out, which is fine by me. Because I mean, that annoying piece of shit's down. Now he's going to bring in his Scizor. Here, I know for a fact he's going to go for that Bullet Punch, because if he doesn't and I stay in Earth Power, my land is basically sweet from there. So I'm just going to go into my Scizor just to take that Bullet Punch and go for that Bullet Punch for my own, except he wins the speed tie. Doesn't matter too much, I guess, but yeah, he's going to go for Bullet Punch, and so mine take out this threat as well, so pretty nice for me. As I believe he's going to send in his Slowbro. Yeah, brings in this thing once again, knowing I'm locked into Bullet Punch, so I'm going to switch, go into my T-Tar this turn, just to take a Scald or a Thunder Wave if he's packing that or whatever. So that's perfect fine by me. Here, I'm going to double switch into my Latias, once again predicting him to go into that Breloom, but here makes a pretty good play. I'm pretty sure he's just going to go for that T-Wave, predicting that. Basically had nothing to lose, because I mean, if I stayed in the T-Wave, I mean, obviously I can't do nothing to him. But if I switch, he does get off that T-Wave, so win-win situation for him. Pretty nice play. Practically crippling my Latias, but yeah, I mean, that's fine by me, I guess. I mean, it's going to have to be. So here, I'm just going to drop a Draco Meteor, just try and take out this Slowbro at 60 switches, get that regenerator boost. Just going to go into the Breloom just as Death Fodder as I do. We'll just go straight for that Draco, take that thing out, which is pretty nice for me, I guess. Basically, I don't need my Latias for too much. I mean, it does do work to his team, but yeah, I believe he's going to send in his Victini now. what I'm going to do is basically use this thing as death fodder. I don't really care. I'm just going to try and deal as much damage as I can to his remaining pokes. As it goes for that U-turn. Like I said earlier, I knew I could live a U-turn from this thing. He's going to switch, go out into the slow bro. I don't know, maybe predict me to go for a surf or some shit like that. I don't know, but I'm just going to drop the Draco. Still, even at -2, it does a decent amount to slow bro. But after the life orb recoil and the sand, that's going to take out my Latas, which is fine because I do get the pivot. I do get the free switch into my scissor, I do believe. Yeah, I'm just going to send in my scissor because I know I can easily outspeed, go for the U-turn. Even if he does switch, then I mean I get the momentum or he uses something as death fodder. If not, then I take the slow out, so it's fine by me. It brings in the Victina just as death fodder. So I take this thing out, pretty good for me. As I believe I send in my Terrakion, basically. So I think he's down to his last 2 guys, his Slowbro and his Landorus. Yeah, I send in my Terrakion, it brings in Slowbro. Here, I didn't want to go for the Stone Edge and even miss, and it's a 2-hit KO from this range, so what I'm going to do is just go for that, go into my Tyranitar, just take a Scald or whatever, basically use this thing as death fodder, either go into my own Landorus or my own Scizor from there, or maybe even Trekking again depending on the situation. So yeah, I believe I'm just going to stay in, like I said, use this thing as death fodder, maybe try and get the weight, get some damage on anything. As he switches out, goes into the Landorus, as I am still sleeping, which is fine by me, I guess. Now I believe he's just going to go for Earth Power and take me out. Once again, that's perfectly fine by me, because here I didn't want to go into my Scizor and go for that Bullet Punch, and he's switching to the Slowbro, and I didn't want to go for the U-turn, predicting that, so I just went into my track and play it safe, go for the Stone Edge. I know I can outspeed, I hit, and I know the Stone Edge will easily take this Landorus out from this range. I mean, it's nearly an Oko, so yeah. Now he's going to bring in his last, the Slowbro. What I'm going to do is just leave my Tracken in, try and get some damage, as much damage on this thing, and if it takes me out, I'll go into my Scizor and go for U-turn and win from there. But it just goes for Scald, it doesn't get the Burn, which once again doesn't matter because I could have just gone into my Scizor. And I believe I'm just going to go for that Stone Edge second turn hit, and that is going to be the game. So GG pkdj, hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, I mean, leave a like, rate, comment, all that fun stuff, and thanks for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and until next time. Alright, bye.